back to Let's Play. And I just turned my TV on. The final part. Ah, man. I made the After LP clock for this one in advance. Just been putting it on hold, man. But I got that out of the way. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go kick Ganon's ass. With almost half of our health not there. Whatever. So it's a bit of it's just like, yeah, this is the closest we can, load the game, Because in the previous part, when I, saved the game and then loaded again, it took me to where I was just now, at the start, and that's how I ended up getting that bloody figurine made. I mean, that was weird. It was a bit surreal, Can't remember what part I uploaded the other day. It was the part that... Actually, I think it was this morning. What part was it? It was the part where I'd defeated the last of the 4 bosses and made my way further in and got the light arrows. So, still a few parts left. I like the whole reflection thing going on there. That's nice. So anyways, we should really get a move on. If I can just... Oh wait, I think I gotta jump at it. Yeah. It's like, why even have that as an option? This thing can't swing properly. That just looks odd, doesn't it? Determination! I'm coming to kick your ass, Ganon! How far up are we? No, yeah. Aww. Imagine if we just fell back down. There's gotta be something around here. Oh, I see it. How close do I have to be? I guess it's nice that we still get to use, a bunch of our stuff. Man, how the hell did Ganon get around this place? Are you serious? Man, how far up does this thing go? Yeah, we're not gonna be able to get it from that angle. You know what? Okay, let's destroy some pots. Get all our stuff back. They expect you to have a lot of magic here. I imagine they'll probably be needing the Deku Leaf or something. I'd forgot all about this part, to be honest. Like I said before, LPing it, I didn't have a clue. Wait, that's gotta be a way of going back down there, I imagine. It's like a shortcut. But, anyways, what I was saying. It's like, until I started out playing this, I hadn't played this game in quite a few years. It's like, I will just observe from a distance. Whoops, sorry. So will that just leave me down? Just to test this, you know. Yep. So that's what it's for. Right. Oh. Now we gotta use that. Of course we're not close enough. And imagine falling all the way. You can't even see down there because of the angle. But imagine falling all the way down there. He'd probably survive somehow. What? Well, that was odd. I guess you can also latch onto the wood itself. Oh shit! Well, now we can confirm that fall only does half a heart damage. These guys aren't really bothered at all, are they? It's like, usually they like, we're in a short amount of distance from them, they'd be like, okay, let's latch onto him. My country lay within a vast desert. When the sun rose into the sky, a burning wind punished my lands, searching the world. And when the moon climbed into the dark of night, a frigid gale pierced our homes. No matter when it came, the wind carried the same thing: death. But the wind that blew across the green fields of Hyrule brought something other than suffering and ruin. I coveted that wind, I suppose. It can only be called fate. That here I would again gather free of the crests. That I should lay my hand on that which grants the wishes of the beholder. That when power, wisdom, and courage come together, the gods would have no choice but to come down. The power of the gods, the triforce. He who touches it will have whatever he desires granted. Already the crest of wisdom is mine. All that remains. Face. Well, I was lucky they didn't freaking Taylor's head. Do not fear, I will not kill you. I merely have need of the power that dwells within you. Now let us put an end to that which binds us together. So, if he doesn't plan on killing Link, just using his power, does that mean he's not as evil this time around? He's not like, I will destroy you all. Hear that which I desire. Expose this land to the rays of the sun once more. Let them burn forth. Give Hyrule to me! He who touches it will hear whatever he desires, have whatever he desires granted. That is what you said, is it not, Ganon? How the hell did he get you out being seen? I mean, I guess he teleports. Gods of the triforce! Triforce, not triforce, fuck, I fucked up my line, sorry. Hear what which I desire. Hope. I desire hope for these children. Give them a future. What? What? I think it lagged. God damn it. This is the final part and it lags. It's... You know, I did the final part for Resident Evil 2 a while back, and the freaking playback was shit as well. Why'd you do this, kept cards? Wash away this ancient land of Hyrule. Don't know how much of my commentary is gonna get cut off there. Let a ray of hope shine on the future of the world. Gandalf won't be happy with that. Well, Ganon. Is he called Ganondorf this time around, or is this Ganon? And let our destinies finally be fulfilled. Ganondorf! Okay, he is called Ganondorf. May you drown with Hyrule. This is foolishness. Future for you. What are you laughing at, Ganondorf? You're insane. I'm not sure if I mean, I guess he has kind of gone a bit mad with, you know, or has he always been a bit mad, but I don't know. He just wants his home back, more or less. Although he does, you know, want to rule over everything as well. But Link, I'm sorry, I overslept. I nearly got impaled by the Master Sword. I mean, jeez, what are the odds of that? I think it's time for us to say goodbye to this place. We must return to the world above, back to our ocean, you know, before they become, you know, a part of the ocean, but hundreds, because the place is kind of flooded. Like, yeah, the Master Sword. Very well then, allow me to show you. These are two swords. Your future. Yes, allow me to show you. Just what hope you have. See how much your precious triforce is worth. I'll use this bow to cover you. Attack him as best you can. I forget how this fight works. How has she got the light arrows? We're the ones that had the light arrows. Why has she got it? Oh shit. Yeah. You know what? I want to use this just once. Hey, oh, hi, hi, oh, hi. Yeah! Pip slap. I mean, I guess you would have the light arrows because her being Princess Zelda, that just automatically gives her the light arrows, I guess. Yeah, he doesn't quite get that. You know, while I was trying that to get that, yeah, that one right there. But it's hard to do on Ganon because it doesn't give you much. Oh wait, it's a bad idea to actually use this now. Zelda. Oh, he can fly! How am I gonna get my magic back? There's one way, I guess. Ganon, you wanted to bring ruin to the world by taking it over and stuff, because it would be like that fallen timeline thing all over again. He's back! Oh! Zelda, are you going to help out now? Ah! Man, he's good at dodging, good at damage. This is nice, you know. A lot of final bossing games just lead to, you know, just random big bosses that are just huge because, you know, final boss. This is just a good old-fashioned freaking sword fight. With some, you know, bow and arrows. He's a master dodger. Ow, what? I think Zelda accidentally he hit me with that arrow. Friendly fire. Yeah, this doesn't look like it's working, does it? But she picked up my bow and arrow. That's why she's got them. And did she steal my bow and arrow? I was just thinking that. I was like, I'm gonna use that, and she's got it. Stir my shit! How am I supposed to do this? Link, you have to distract him. Are you ready? I'll aim for you. And you use your shield. You get it. That's kind of what I'm doing. Oh wait, or does she plan on firing at my shield? Come on, Zelda. Can't just stand here like a lemon. There we go. Hey! Ha! Holy shit, that was it! Didn't even need to use any fairies or any of the potions. Nah, it's gotta hurt. The wind. Link! Your eyes are visible through your hair again.
My children, listen to me. I have lived regretting the past, and I have faced those regrets. If only I could do things over again. Not a day of my life has gone by without my force turning to my kingdom of old. I have lived bound to Hyrule. In that sense, I was the same as Ganon. But you, I want you to live for the future. There may be nothing left for you, but despite that, you must look forward and walk a path of hope, trusting that it will sustain you in the darkest hours, in the form of the sequels that, from what I've heard, are not nearly as good as Wind Waker. But anyways... Truly, my greetings. Farewell. This is the only world that your ancestors were able to leave you. Please forgive us.
Wait! You could come with us.
Yes, of course, we have a ship.
Yes, of course, we have a ship. We can find it. We will find it. The lander will be the next Hyrule. So...
Child, that land will not be Hyrule.
You interrupted the music for that.
It will be your lands.
What, so just because it'll be their land doesn't mean you're not invited to come along? This is convenient that we got these things that allow us to not drown.
I have scattered the seeds of the future.
I assume that was him saying that then. And now she suddenly looks nothing like she did just now, when she was Zelda. How the hell did you get here? I mean, seriously, how'd they all get here? Where the hell have these guys been the whole time? Is that Hyrule? Yep. Wait, she's wearing different clothes? Actually, I think that's the clothes she wears on the second playthrough. And why are Medley and Bakar on the ship as well? I guess they must have picked them up from the temples. Must have been like, hey, we can tell that Link has somehow defeated Ganon now, so come pick us up, will ya? Told you we'd be seeing them again right at the very end of the game. I mean, they were in the sea for quite a while during that cutscene there. I mean, if it had been like in the main gameplay, they would have drowned by then, but no. Bubbles of everyone we met, do-do-do-do-do-do. Link gets a lot of them, because he's Link. I can't believe it's finally completed. It feels a kind of abrupt, really, though, doesn't it? I think there might be an extra scene, like a very brief one, right after the credits, but I can't fully remember. But, yeah, so the King of Hyrule, who's also the King of Red Lions, stays behind to drown with old Hyrule, Ganondorf turned to stone. And, well, that's it, really, isn't it? It's like King of Hyrule showed up, he's like, no can do, Ganon, I'm going to wish upon the Triforce instead or whatever, so that they will have a future. That's probably how they didn't drown, I imagine. Because that's... But yeah, this game actually has 2 sequels on the DS, I think. What was the first one? I haven't played any of the sequels. The first one, I can't remember what it's called, but apparently it has a main temple dungeon that's a ridiculous pain in the ass to navigate through, and you have to go through multiple times. It doesn't sound all that great for a Zelda game. I'm not sure Spirit Tracks is the one that comes after that, which takes place like apparently 100 years or something after the events of this game. But the thing that bugs me about it, the 2 sequels, is none of them really seem to have any mention of characters that we've met along the way. Other than, a very select few. Like Macaw, Medley, and all that apparently aren't in any of the 2 sequels. It's just, So, what to say, really? I don't really know what to say, to be honest. This LP felt like it was never going to end. It's like it's a really long game, especially with the side quests. It's like I said, I've done the After LP talk already in advance this time around. And I also kind of mentioned in the After LP talk, in character, obviously. I can't remember which character it was, whether it was Evil Blackboard or Echo or whatever one, pretty much being like, yeah, actually I think it was Evil Blackboard where I put that in, where it was like, this game could have used at least one more temple and one more big island, I feel. It's like the map's really scattered. It's like Hyrule field, but bigger, with barely anything in it because it's just a vast ocean with scattered islands. And a lot of the islands are just kind of there. They have small things to do here and there, but they're just kind of there for the most part. You don't really, it's like, the temples are good, the dungeons and all that, temples and whatnot. It's just, I feel like could have used at least one more and had maybe one more populated island. Because all you really got, as far as populated islands, is Windfall and Outset. That's all you really got. Windfall's heavily populated, the Outset not as much. Medley looks a bit derpy there, doesn't she? On the top right. But yeah. It's a good game. Apparently it was kind of like a bit, hated to an extent back when it originally came out. I guess that's probably part of that was probably the change in art style. I mean, you look at, what was the one before this? Majora's Mask, I think. So you got like that Nintendo 64 graphics, and you move on to the GameCube, and you got this far more cartoony look to it. And then after that, they kind of like, okay, let's go back to our roots after, a few spin-offs and stuff. Just like with Twilight Princess, going back to the kind of roots with the whole, try to be semi-realistic. This is the extra scene. So he's still got the boat, but the King of Red Lions, I imagine, no longer talks. This is what bugs me about the ending of this game, though. Anchors away! Anchors away. Hold the tilter steady. As for our destination, the wind will guide us. A.k.a. Link, if he decides to use the Wind Waker anyway. I don't know. But this annoys me, because it's just like, after all that, and Link's just more or less like, he just goes with the pirates to find a new world, like, place to go. So he saves Hyrule and all, and then he's like, gotta go. And the first sequel to this game essentially takes place on their journey to the end of Legend of Zelda. And then the sequel that comes after that takes place 100 years after that. And the thing that bugs me about it is, from what I've read of the games, there's no hint that Link ever goes back to Outset Island. And that bugs me. It really does. It's like, Link, you asshole! At least go back every now and then, you son of a bitch. You're able to save and make a file for a second playthrough. To keep current save data, save over a new guest log. Do you want to save? I guess I'll save up the one I just, been playing the whole time. So the second, this is what I'm... It's like I just said there. On the second playthrough, it's pretty much the same game, but we might as well, just before wrapping this up, show what I mean. It's just like, what the hell are you talking about? It's like, start over. We're still Link here. We can change our name in the second playthrough. The only real difference on a second playthrough is you start off with the pick the box if you've obtained it. I think that's the case anyway. You get it right from the get-go, and it's a different... Link and Hyrule have different clothes. It's like, I think the outfit that Hyrule was wearing at the end there is the one that she wears at the start in the second playthrough. Yeah. What else is there to say? I'm gonna miss LPing this, even though it can be a pain in the ass from time to time. No, it wasn't nearly as much a pain in the ass as Resident Evil 2, but... It's seriously, man, both LPs, how come they freaking conclude at the same time, man? Pain in the ass. A young boy clothed in green appeared as if from nowhere. Well, he technically did come from nowhere, because he came from the past into the future, and then he went back to the past, and that's how we end up in this whole predicament of Ganon rising again, because there was no hero, because he's, no longer existed in that timeline, because he went back in time. And what a convoluted timeline. And Nintendo clearly don't give a shit. It's like with Breath of the Wild, I haven't played it, but from what I've seen of it, it looks like it'd be like another case of them going, you know what, this whole timeline thing, yeah, fuck it. We'll just make it more confusing and whatnot. I mean, they made Skyward Sword, and we're like, okay, this is the first one in the series in the timeline now. This is like the origins. And then just like the next one they make after that is like, let's just keep it confusing, because clearly they originally didn't think of a timeline. I think I've read before that with the Zelda series, it was more of they just want them to be single stories, not completely linked together. Although that is kind of weird, because Zelda 1 and 2 are actually linked together. Like even before the timeline thing. Or maybe it was, I don't know. It definitely seems like it carries over from Zelda 1 to 2. And then I don't know, it's weird. And then, like, when they, like, introduce the timeline stuff, it's like, okay, remember the very first Zelda game in the entire series? Yeah, that's in the timeline where if Link somehow doesn't defeat Ganon in Ocarina of Time. I mean, what the hell, man? I mean, I guess it would make sense why the world in the first Zelda game is so barren. But that was obviously due to graphical limitations and shit at the time, you know? They couldn't exactly build towns like Kakariko or make them heavily populated like they did in, like, Ocarina of Time and all that. Or even, you know, A Link to the Past. The technology wasn't quite there yet. I also thought as well, maybe, just maybe, I don't know. See, she's wearing the outfit she had at the ending. Seagulls the size of her almost. Boo boo, boo boo. I love this music. It's so upbeat. I think it's probably recycling some melodies from previous games. That's the different outfit that Link wears. You got a lobster on your back. And the front. I knew you'd be here! They're the only two that get any different costumes on a second playthrough. I'm not gonna read it all again. So do you remember what day it is today? It is the final part of this Let's Play. What? You still have sleep, aren't you? Did you forget? Big brother, it's your birthday and the final part of the LP. I mean, I might do a bonus part if I end up playing through part of the game up to the point where I unlocked the Nintendo gallery, maybe to complete the gallery as like a bonus part, but not actually, you know, go through the hassle of on screen and all that, obviously, but kind of just play through it, like, well, yeah, off screen. And I can see a guy walking, or maybe it's that woman, I can't remember, but someone's walking in the background there on the hill. But yeah, maybe play the game off screen at some point and get the last of the gallery completed and like do a bonus part for that. Well, not. Yeah, completed. That's why Grandma's been waiting for you to come back to the house. She's been waiting for a while now. It's a good thing I came to find you. You should probably go home and see what Grandma wants, don't you think? Hee hee hee. Imagine if you sounded like that. Yeah, see, we've freaking got nothing, but we got the Deluxe picture box. And, my god, we still have the picture of Medley as well. That's nice. It's like, you know how some people keep a photo in their wallet? It's like, that's pretty much what this is, isn't it? Imagine if we could show this to Medley, like, where did you take that picture? I don't remember that. Oh yeah, it happened in a different timeline or whatnot. It's as convoluted as you know. Okay, why not just take a picture of her, just for the hell of it? Add it to the collection there. Hurry up, big bro. Where'd you get that picture box thingy? Grandma's waiting for you back in the house, and I'm sure everyone else on the island will say hello to you too. I can't jump off there. Lame. But yeah, I'd also, like, kind of lost my train of thought a while back. But essentially, I think just like, Would I LP another Zelda game? And the answer is probably maybe, I don't know. That's pretty much two answers really, isn't it? Maybe and I don't know. Also, we don't have our sword at the start of the game. I guess the only thing that carries over is to pick the box and whatever pictures you've still had left in it. But yeah, maybe, possibly, but I don't know at the same time. Watch out for some fairies. It's like, I can think of like 3 Zelda games at least that I'd be like, okay, maybe, I don't know. It's cause like, I just like, it'd be lengthy. And I'm kind of like, It's like, you know, kind of feel burnt out on Let's Play after so many years of doing videos and so I'm like kind of at the same time wondering, it's like, how long will I keep making Let's Plays before I either A, just go, and that'll do, and just kind of retire from Let's Playing, or B, kind of do it at a much less frequent rates than currently. I don't know. That's kind of the main thing that I've kind of been wondering about. But maybe. Like, the 3 that I think it'd be either Skyward Sword, Twilight Princess, or maybe Link to the Past. I just don't know where the hell Twilight Princess went. I mean, that was one of the games I was going to LP, but I ended up going to Wind Waker instead because I couldn't find the game. And I think I'd like asked viewers which one should I play between the 2, and I think chose Wind Waker anyway, but still.
Hey, ahoy, Link! Hi, is it true that if I just have a little courage and run as fast as I can, I mean, fast as you can, then you can jump to the rock out there high, is it? Is it? Tell me.
Man, that's just like, I'm kind of like, did he just jump? He's just like, yeah, cool! I think he did. It's just like, I'm just kind of delaying finishing this part now, because it's like, the long ass LP finally comes to an end. It's like, the longer an LP goes on, the more you kind of like, at the end, just feel a bit melancholic. It's just like, what an adventure that was. But what now?
Wow, I hope I'll be able to jump like you someday, Link.
He's stalking pigs for a tree. Oh, I wonder if Beetle will even give us anything at this point. Man, I just really need to wrap this up, though. Hello. Ooh. I enjoyed this LP, though. I do like the game. It's a good game. I wonder how the HD remaster version or whatever on the Wii is like. I haven't played that version. So, just like concluded before, like combining this with the after LP talk, this part ended up being 50 minutes long probably. But it is the final part, so, you know, whatever. But I hope you've enjoyed this ridiculously long LP that's gone on for quite a few years, I think, at this point. And yeah, just I never know how to end an LP. I really don't. I always have trouble starting an LP as well, but it's not nearly as bad as when I get to the final part, because then I just ramble on. I'm just like, well, just like at the end, be like, hope you enjoy. That's all. Peace out. But it's just like I just ramble on. It's like,
what do you want to end me? You want to keep playing the game?
But, you know, all good things must come to an end and whatnot. So I hope you enjoy this long-ass LP, this ridiculously long adventure with all the side quests and the freaking Nintendo Gallery taking up so many parts as well. Well, it wasn't the only thing that took up parts, side quests in general, but, you know, whatever. I hope you enjoyed it. That is all. Peace out. I'm with the After LP Talk. Hope you enjoyed. That is all. I'm repeating myself. Again, I don't know how to end an LP. That bald guy up there is like, finish the damn LP, man! It's like The Sims 2 all over again. Where the final part just was like, you didn't know where to freaking wrap the bloody thing up. Anyways, yeah. Hope you enjoyed this long LP. And hope you enjoy any other LPs and whatnot, and, you know, all that good stuff. That is all. This is the final part of this LP. Aside from maybe a bonus part I might do somewhere down the line. But other than that, final part essentially. So, hope you've enjoyed it. And that is all. Peace out!
Hello and welcome to the After LP Talk. And wow, I can't believe it, guys. Selby's finally completed.
It felt like it was never going to end with all those side quests.
It probably wouldn't be nearly as long if not for those side quests, really.
True, but it was a pretty lengthy game even with that.
It was a cool story, bruh.
Dave, long time no see, man. Where have you been?
Let's see, duh.
Well, I guess that would kind of make sense, I guess, being a donkey and all, but how come you haven't shown up for so long?
Dude, if I showed up at the end of every LP, it would seem pretty repetitive, bruh. And I don't want to be like, you know, repetitive or anything. But anyway, that's what I had to say. Later, bruh.
Well, that was unexpected. Well, anyways, what did you guys think of the game?
It was good. The pacing was a bit odd with all the sailing, but it was a great game.
Could have had another temple or big island mixed in there. But yeah, the game was pretty good.
Yeah, a lot of the islands seemed pretty small. But with that being said, it was a fun game. It was great. So anyways, now with that out of the way, it's time to bring in the guest for this After LP Talk. Because, you know, we always have to have a guest here, usually. So please welcome Link to the After LP Talk.
Huh?
So Link, what did you think of Wind Waker? I see. And what did you think of the gameplay? Yeah, I agree. And what about the story? What did you think of it? Yeah, it was pretty decent, wasn't it?
How the hell can you even understand this conversation?
Huh?
Well, I thought that what he's saying is pretty easy to understand. See, pretty easy to understand. So overall, you'd say this was a great game.
Come on!
Well, there you have it. We can all agree that Wind Waker was indeed a good game.
What did you think of the LP of Wind Waker? Is it like just upbeat about everything?
Well, what reason would he have to not be upbeat here? Or maybe you just want to annoy him or something.
Why would I do that?
Well, to be fair, you have been rude to some of our guests in the past.
So, I got a bigger fight with Link here. I just find his responses to be quite repetitive.
Okay, calm down, guys. We should probably wrap this After LP Talk up before he needs to end up fighting.
If I had to bet on that fight, I'd probably go with Link on that one.
Well, let's not encourage that now.
What a dumb fight that would be. You wouldn't stand a chance.
Oh boy, here we go.
Want to prove you stand a chance? Then just try to defeat me.
Wow, looks like he knocked the evil Blackboard out.
Well, that was something. But anyways, thanks for being on the show, Link. So, before we finally wrap this After LP Talk up, we should probably give our thoughts on the LP. And, you know, seeing as Link just left and, you know, already, you know, giving his thoughts on that, I guess it just leaves the two of us left to give our thoughts on it.
Well, there is also the evil Blackboard, but he's still knocked out. But as for the LP, I think it was good for the most part. It was pretty lengthy, though. I mean, it really did drag on quite a long time, but overall, I thought it was pretty good.
Agreed.
Anyways, with that, I guess I'll see you in the next After LP Talk then. Bye.
Indeed, so we hope you enjoyed this LP again. Oh, Evil Blackboard, you're awake.
What just happened just now?
You got knocked out by Link, but more importantly, what did you think of the LP?
Wind Waker. Fuck, it was alright, I guess. Fuck it, I'm out of here.
Looks like he didn't know what hit him there. But anyways, we hope you enjoyed this lengthy LP of The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker. We only say the Wind Waker here, and not in the title because, limited space for it, it kind of, you get the idea. It's, whatever, anyways, it was fun. I'm kind of gonna miss this LP, even, it's just, it went on a long time, but, it's always getting a bit emotional. Long LP, but anyways, and then from the temples to the levy side quests, it was great, though. It was great. So I hope you enjoyed this Let's Play, and see you in the next After LP Talk of whatever other LP, whatever, same old, same old. That, that's that, okay, yes. I'm not making any sense here, I'm kinda giving enough script. But I hope you enjoyed, that's all. See ya.